you two? Welcome back to Scotty McG's School of Strategic Smackdown. Today's lesson, the whinging masses and their never-ending crusade against... drumroll, please. Microtransactions. Now, before you lot start frothing at mouth like rabid weasel, hear me out. You want a 100-hour AAA masterpiece delivered to your sticky little mitts for price as soggy kebab? Newsflash, sunshine, that ain't happening. Developers gotta eat, fancy cars and all that jazz. So what's alternative? Option A. We go back to paper level days. Remember those? Where you'd pay the same price as full game for just a measly chunk of content. Now that's what I call pure and unadulterated daylight robbery. Option B. Ads. Everywhere. Pop-up ads. Banner ads. Pre-roll ads so long you'll forget what game you even booted up. You want immersion? You'll get immersion in a world of laundry detergent and insurance commercials. Trust me, it ain't pretty. So microtransactions? Not ideal, no, but at least it's a bloody choice. You want that shiny new costume for your pixelated warrior? Fork over a few quid. Don't? Nobody's twisting your arm, are they? Unless it's that pesky troll you just lost in League of Legends. Now that's a real microtransaction nightmare. So next time you want to rant about microtransactions, spare a thought for developers keeping gaming industry afloat, alright? Otherwise, prepare for a world of recycled assets, shovelware, and enough ads to make your eyeballs bleed. Now, who's up for a good old-fashioned strategy beatdown? Let's get to it. Alright, where were we? Yeah. Free lunch fallacy. See folks, there's no such thing as a free lunch, not even in digital realm. Developers are people too, with families to feed, and let's be honest, a healthy addiction to that fancy coffee they like to guzzle while crunching code all night. Nah, some folks will point to those free-to-play games as an argument. But hold your horses. Those games are built on a foundation of microtransactions, my friends. A carefully crafted ecosystem where free players entice the spenders, and the spenders keep game afloat for everyone. It's a delicate balance, and trust me, developers are walking a tightrope here. Besides, have you ever truly enjoyed a game that nickel and dimes you every turn, where every decent weapon or character is locked behind a paywall? It's gaming equivalent to that restaurant that charges you extra for ketchup. Just cheap, mate, just cheap. Now look at this beauty. This game offers a solid campaign, a plethora of challenging multiplayer modes and enough content to keep you busy for weeks, all for a reasonable price. Sure, there's microtransactions, but they're purely cosmetic. You want a flashier spaceship? Go for it. But you don't need it to win. It's all about skill, folks. Skill. Unless, of course, you're one of those pay-to-win whiners who think throwing money at the screen is a substitute for actual talent. But that's a rant for another day. Let's see if we can turn this around. Victory awaits the prepared mind, and maybe a well-timed microtransaction for a tactical advantage. Just kidding. Mostly. Now let's talk grind. Oh, the dreaded grind. How many times have you heard players moan about hours it takes to unlock that coveted weapon or level up the character? But here's the thing, folks. Grind can be a good thing. Hear me out. Grind gives your achievements meaning. It forces you to master mechanics, to strategize, to truly understand game. When you finally unlock that powerful weapon or reach a prestigious rank, it's a badge of honor, a testament to your dedication. Now there's a difference between a healthy grind and a soul-crushing one. Developers, listen up. We're not talking about mind-numbing repetition for the sake of it. We want to challenge a sense of progression that feels rewarding, not like we're stuck in some digital hamster wheel. But for players, embrace grind a little. It makes victory sweeter. Trust me, that feeling of accomplishment after a good old-fashioned grind fest is unbeatable. Unless, of course, you just prefer to throw money at problem. But hey, that's your prerogative. Just remember, true mastery comes from putting in hard yards, not swiping your plastic fantastic. Although a well-timed microtransaction to boost your grind, now that's a strategic decision I can get behind. Just kidding. Mostly. Now let's talk completionists. You're not tight, gotta collect every single shiny bauble, tick off every box that never-ending checklist. There's no wrong with a bit of completionism, mind you. It can be satisfying to see that list turn green, that trophy cabinet overflowing with virtual gold. But here's the thing, folks. Sometimes you gotta let go. Games are meant to be fun and escape from daily grind, not another chore to add your already overflowing plate. If you're stressing over that one last hidden collectible, your unachievable side quests, step back, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this really fun? Maybe the answer is no. Maybe it's time to move on to explore another game, another world. There's a whole digital universe out there waiting to be discovered. Don't get bogged down in completionist purgatory. Now, I'm not saying ignore everything but the main story. There's a happy medium, a balance to be struck. but don't let completionist monster control your gaming experience. Play for enjoyment, but challenge, but story. Trophies and collectibles are just a bonus. Shiny cherry on top. Unless of course there's a microtransaction involved to complete that collection, and all bets are off. Alright, I jest. Mostly. But seriously folks, relax. Enjoy damn game. Alright, that wasn't too bad, but it did get me thinking about future of fairness in games, especially when it comes to microtransactions. Developers, listen up. We want fair playing field. A place where skills and strategy reign supreme, not size of your wallet. Sure, microtransactions can add variety and customization, but they shouldn't give player a blatant advantage. Think cosmetic upgrades, battle passes with meaningful rewards, maybe even an opt-in system for those who want to support your work directly. But for core gameplay, strategic decisions that make games tick, keep it fair, keep it balanced. Because here's the thing, a happy player is a loyal player. A player who feels respected, challenged and rewarded for their skill will stick around, will recommend your game to their friends. That's how you build a thriving community, a sustainable business model, not through exploitative practices and pay-to-win schemes. Trust me, gamers are a savvy bunch. We can smell a cash grab from a mile away. For a game that respects your time, your wallets and your intelligence, that's a game we'll champion. A game we'll pour countless hours into. So developers take note. Future of fairness is future of success. Now if you'll excuse me, I have a galaxy to conquer and a serious lack of sleep to catch up on. So, folks, remember, microtransactions, they're not enemy, but there can be a right pain in backside if not handled properly. Developers, you heard me. Keep it fair, keep it fun, and for love of all that's holy, ease up on grind if it feels like a chore. And gamers, don't be afraid to speak up, call out unfair practices, but also be willing to support devs who are doing it right. After all, good games don't just appear out of thin air, do they? Now as for that I like real rubbish, no thanks. I'll take my grumpy rants and social commentary straight up. No edits necessary. Because that's what you came here for, innit? Bit of straight talk from a grumpy Yorkshireman who knows a thing or two about games. So smash that like button, hit subscribe and leave a comment below with your thoughts and gaming stories. Might just feature them on channel. I'll see you next time, you magnificent